Good evening, everybody. This is V from Q Garden Warrior, formerly Q Kitchen and Beyond. And these are some sweet taters. I wanted to eat the other end of the sweet taters, so this is kind of an experiment. They had these little growths on them and these little pit marks. So I wanted to see if I could get them to grow. So I cut them, I scabbed them. They're not green. That's just the way my cell phone recorder is. They are brown. They are hard and leathery. Not really sure what that's all about, but whatever. Um, it does look like it's already starting to have some, vines here. So I'm hoping that is the case. And I'm going to go put these into a compost bin that I started outside just to see if we can get them, or excuse me, inside. Just to see if I can get them to vine and make some sweet potato slips. Alright, this is my potato experiment. These, as you can see, have already started really well. This is a mixture of my vermicompost, which is worm castings and compost. I've taken all the worms out, of course. But as you can see, it's a little dry right now. I was about to water it, but I figured I'd go ahead and take the potatoes that are doing so incredibly well out before I watered. I'm just going to put these with a little crusty side down for right now, and then I'm going to put more of the compost mix around them and water them in. But this is how good. This is after 5 days. Just 5 days of being in this bin. The water was the mix was quite moist when I put them in there. These are some of my onion starts from last month. I'm going to make a bin for these, what I call a seasonal compost in place bin, and plant those out. I'm just watching the weather because someone said it was supposed to snow next week. And our last frost date's the 15th. So I'm just kind of looking at it, and if that's not the case, if they're wrong, then great. These right here are actually my ginger root, and I put them outside to water them the other day, and I kind of forgot about them, so they're looking a little rough. But they're inside where it's nice and warm now, and I'm going to put a grow light on them. So hopefully that would be great. These over here, looky what I have. It's just starts. You can't really tell, but I've got little Jimmy Pickles peppers coming up there. And this is the sand mix. This is the Aji Lemondrop. They were sent to me, or the seeds were sent to me, from Jimmy Pickles Peppers by Matt over at Operation Capsation. Thank you very much, Matt. I have not killed them, which is, I believe I've told you this. That's a miracle in itself. So, we won't go into that. Right over here, I'm very happy to say there is some growth going on over here. This just sprouted up this morning. That is my Aji Marchant. I'm probably saying that wrong. Again, a Jimmy Pickles pepper. Those are, I believe, my black radish that need to be watered. This thing down here is actually just an extra bed. That is worm castings and compost mix. And it did have some seedlings in there, but I've taken them out and put them elsewhere. That's one of the cosmic pepper seeds that survived. This entire bin got dumped over. So I kind of rescued as much of the soil as I could, and that's the only one that survived in that bin. These right here are my daughter Maggie's black zucchinis. We got the seeds, or I got the seeds from Abby over at Bountiful Harvest, like early last year, I think. Last year they did not pop up. So I planted the entire thing, and this year they all popped up. So the only reason these are not yet in the ground is because, as you can see, they're in deeper pots. I'm about to put some more soil in this and water these. Because I don't want to put those where I'm going to put them just yet. But that's a project in another video for another time. These are my June-bearing strawberries that I bought from Home Depot, and they're doing fabulous. This little guy right here is my onion from my onion experiment number 2 video. These are the kale that are going to seed and flower, and I'm okay with that. I did cut the side shoots, and the side shoots on this are coming in okay. The ones that came in on this all have flower buds, as well as that one. So apparently that one just really wants to flower. So we're going to let nature do its thing, draw some pollinators. It's all good. Yeah, that's my resting compost. Somewhere in there is a Russian miniature hamster. Tiny, may he rest in peace. Okay, so I'm really hoping that this is not upside down. Like I said, this is a compost bin. It does have drainage holes on the side here. And I decided to go ahead and plant. My daughter Eli had planted some black zucchini as well. She planted 6, only 4 survived. And so I actually put them into the compost bin today. She would have done it, but she's just really not into digging into things that have composted ick in it, as she called it. So mommy did it. I dug it out, potted them in there, and I think with as much nutrients as it has in there, that'll be all right. I do have a little container lid, so if it does get cold, I can cover it up, because zucchinis don't really care for colder weather. But I'm hoping that this will be okay, and that the zucchini will not just, not just stay alive, but, thrive in there, because it's full of nutrients. This thing is chock full of kale. That's literally been composting in here. There's some squash that's been composting in here, and all kinds of other stuff. So I think it'll do all right. But again, that's just another experiment. We're going to have to find out. So I think that's it. Literally what I did was I took the seeds. They were started in this little, really, this literally is just cocoa core. That's all it was. But you see, it was just a pie pan. So it wasn't very deep. I only put 6 seeds in, or I had her put 6 seeds in here. And they did great. They sprouted up. They were just really stunted. They weren't as good as, as big as the others, because the others have much deeper area for the roots. So, Eli. And these were sown on April 10th. They germinated on the 13th. They were just sown by sow. I mean, literally, you see this paper towel? That's what we started them in. And then they germinated 3 days later, had great germination rate. This year, I don't know what I did last year. I think it's because I literally planted them directly into the compost that I had, which is, like I said, it's vermicompost, so it's worm castings, and it was just too thick. So it was put in the soil on the 16th of April, and we'll take this card out and put planted today, May 6th. And then this card will go right here, probably in something so it doesn't get wet. So that's all for today, and y'all have a great day.